Thanks for joining us on Business Basics. So one of the benefits that's sort of hidden amongst objectives and key results is once you get into the good habits of having your ideas exist right in front of the team, and also you have a way to measure them, one of the really nice things about it is it starts to grant autonomy. And so I know for the team that you're working with, that's really critical to the way they operate. Can you tell us a little bit more about how that autonomy benefits you?
Yeah, absolutely. So a big thing that shifted when we made key results and switched to objectives is we switched from observed management style to a measured management style. So instead of me having to watch over and judge actions and performance, and it's more objective to what I think the employee is achieving, now it's more measured. So we work together and we set a goal for everyone, and from there I can let everyone on the team to go achieve that goal. I do whatever I can to help them achieve that goal, but they have the autonomy. They can be creative and they can take the autonomy and take the self-initiative to achieve that goal how they best see fit.
Yeah, and it definitely, for people that are a little more driven and a little more like they want to really be pushing it, that autonomy is really valuable to people because it allows them to also live a much more flexible life, which is something that's become a lot more prominent in these times we're in. And from a management standpoint, one of the things that we want to be doing is empowering these people to be able to live the lives they need to get the best results both in work and out of work. So having it so that we're just worried about what we're measuring allows them to take their kids to school, spend more time with family, maybe take a day off to relax. As long as we're getting the result, we're not nearly as concerned about their individual actions and inactions. We really are just saying, hey, if we get this result, this is really going to help the company move, and as long as we're getting that, we're much more okay with it. And it just makes it, I think, the relationship between management and teams much more fluid and much more understanding, and there isn't conversations that come out of left field. It's more about saying hey, we're looking at the same objectives, the same key results. There's no mysteries here. Are we doing these or are we not doing them? And that's the conversation, which I think really helps benefit the business landscape move forward to adapt to the new, effectively, way business is running and the way things work.
Absolutely. It comes down to a lot of work-life balance too. Now, since our team is measured by key results, they don't have to feel guilty about taking vacations or second-guessing if management is going to look down on them if they're taking time off. If they're hitting their key results and they're making good progress and there's clear communication through everyone, they have the free time to go take an afternoon off and go play disc golf in the park with their kids. They can do whatever they want as long as they're hitting what we're measuring them on.
Yep. And I think a lot of people, this is going to be a rather, just a newer concept to the world as a whole. This is something that's been implemented in a lot of companies, but I think people will really start to appreciate this also frees up a lot of time for management, team leads, and people that are pushing the company. The fact that you know where you are with a finger on a pulse instead of having to go check in with people and ask them questions and really start digging into what they're doing, you can simply go and take a look and say, hey, here's where we are with all these targets. If everything's working really well, that allows me to free up my mind to work on other things, focus on culture, focus on recruitment, focus on bringing our business forward as far as our core beliefs, businesses, values, and really put a focus on dealing with our clients at a higher level. So this type of autonomy really empowers people to do the things that they think they could never get to, because if they let people go and work autonomously, they might, abuse that. But with key results and objectives, it really helps everyone be on the same page. So there's no misunderstandings, no miscommunications. There's no problems with discussing performance because it's always available and at the reach of all parties involved. It's never just like a management thing showing up and being like, hey, here's what you've done. It's an ability to say, hey, we're looking at the same thing. How do you feel? What are you up to? Where can I help? What type of resources do you need? And that really makes things a lot easier.
Yeah, one thing we like to do on our team is we have a weekly check-in. Every Tuesday, what we do, we get together and we discuss our key results and objectives as a team. And in that weekly meeting, we bring up how we feel. Are we on target to meet our objective? Do we need more resources? does someone need to step in and help? So every week we get to review it, we get to set where we're at, and then be able to project where we're going to end up at the end of the quarter.
No, perfect.